Vancouver Adaptive Snow Sports Volunteers. This is James Peters, Executive Director, giving you the play-by-play on how to register, whether you're a returning volunteer or a brand new volunteer. I've just got set up in the beta here, so we'll take a quick look and then I'll flip over to a real live site and we'll look at all the changes that have happened. So, if you're a returning volunteer, you'll recognize this page. You can access this link from our website in the volunteer section to registration, or maybe you've grabbed it from a link on one of our newsletters. If you're returning, there's that login button just over here. You can fire that, put in your user ID. If you don't remember, it's often your first initial with your last name, and then you'll hopefully know your password, or you can get hints to your password, or if you need a total change, you can notify me and we will take care of that. If you're brand new, welcome, first of all. Super excited to have you. And you're going to hit this little sucker up here that says join. And when you go there, you're just going to say that you're a new member. And then, as we suggested, if you just start with your first initial and your last name like me, I've got a number of files for some reason in this beta version, so I'm going to call myself James Peters 15. And just give yourself a password, following, of course, the password directions, which I'm sure you're pretty savvy with at this point in history. And that'll start the process. If you want to save your passwords, absolutely say yes. I'm going to click no for the moment. And this gets us started. You have to pick what category you are. You are all instructors. If you're volunteers, you're instructors. Regardless of your ability, certification, anything, that's how we classify you. And that's how you get scheduled to come out and help. Here we go. You get a number of these blue little files. This is your profile. It is now yours and from until the end of time. If you come back, you can access it. Any time in the season, you can access it. We'll go through a little bit of this quick stuff. Here we go. If put in all your personal information, make sure you put your relationship, emergency contacts, so on and so forth. As you complete a profile to its complete part, this little blue file will now turn this incomplete part on the red will disappear, which is great. So that's the goal, is to get rid of all these suckers so that you're fully in the system. Next, there's some club questions, and actually, you know what? I'm going to flip over to the real live one now so you can see mine. This is my profile, and the reason I'm doing that is those club questions have changed a little bit. So a couple questions at the top. Do you work for a ski resort at all? If you do, you need to let us know which one it is. Are you a VASS trainer? Each of our programs has designated trainers, so let me know if you are that person. Are you a board VASS member? That'd be great to know as well. But then there's this whole thing about the bubble people. And I'm sure you know that every student that comes to our program this year is required to bring someone from their own bubble that can ski or snowboard. And this is some information in here that is going to be for them. If you happen to be one of those returning volunteers that is actually conveniently a bubble person for the student, feel free to fill in these steps as well if they do apply to you. So we slide down to our snow sport. This is where we put in all of our certifications for skiing and snowboarding. And this Nordic thing is going to come up here, which is new, although we don't really do Nordic. We've put it in the system this year because we're going to be piloting a snowshoe program, and that's what we're going to call it, is the Nordic program when it comes to scheduling. This doesn't mean a whole lot to you as far as certification for Nordic, but for skiing and snowboarding, if you do have your CASI or CSI, please let us know. We go down to availability. This is a big one. This is what you're committing to do for which program for the entire season, for the 6-week run with the students, the pre-training, the orientation, all that. If you are available on Tuesday nights, please do not do this. Please do not select every Tuesday night, because then we will think, unfortunately, that you're trying to do all 4 and it gets very confusing. Pick the one that you think you want to work with. If you're not sure, give me a call and I can hook you up with some program coordinators and you can find out more about their programs and make an official decision. So whatever you check, we will expect that you are going to be at those programs. Cool? Good. There's another thing down here called the drop-in lesson. And this is if you think you've got some extra time maybe, and you want to let us know what days or evenings you might be available to do a lesson. If we have some one-off lessons that need a hand, or if maybe we're just really short-staffed one night at a program or whatever. Then we also have our Tetra-Ski drop-in. If you're interested in that, you can let us know that. And then, like I said, there's that snowshoe, which is going to be a pilot program for us on Tuesday. So I'm actually really doing the Tuesday night ASD program. So I'm going to leave my schedule like that, and I am really going to do the drop-ins, and I'll do the Tetra-Ski. Down here, it says, what do I want to teach? I want to teach skiing, snowboarding, sit skiing, and I've checked Nordic because I am going to do that snowshoe program as well. So that's me what's going on. And here's the tricky part. This little box over here is really important for the program coordinators so they know that you're available, definitely for the program you've signed up for. And then if you're doing any of those maybe shifts, those drop-in Tetra-ski or drop-in lessons, then you want to just put when you might be available. It's no big guarantee. It just means you're going to get fired an email if there's an opportunity. So let me correct this properly. So I said I am going to be doing Tuesday evenings for sure, which is that snowshoe program. And I am probably available Monday to Friday. And even on Saturdays, if there's a drop-in lesson, I can go and help. And I will take off my Monday nights. So that kind of tells people when I'm available, which is great. If I knew for sure there was any blackout dates at all, I could put them in here. And I'm looking at this, and you know what? It's got a little problem, but I'll fix that tomorrow morning. So you just go to the month of 2021 that you need to, click it, and it will actually block out that time so that your program coordinators know you're not around. Hopefully you can make the full commitment for the program that you signed up for. That really makes it great for the students and a whole lot easier for the program coordinators. This floater day thing, don't worry about it. Doesn't apply to us right now. Criminal record check. It's got to be done by everybody that is volunteering. If you've done one already, it's good for 5 years, and they'll already be noted in your file. If this is new for you, you can just click down over here, and Op will pop a PDF that you can print off, take down to your RCMP, and it will cost you nothing to do it, about 10-15 minutes to fill out the form and get it all done right there. If you want to use Backcheck, it's an online service, costs $25. If you're in the city of Vancouver and need to go to city police, I believe they charge $25 as well. So call down your local police station if you're not sure. Don't call 911, please call the non-emergent number. Once you've got that official document, then you can just upload it here. If you're using Backcheck, it gets sent to me automatically and we'll upload it for you. Cool. Where else are we going? Forms and agreements. Lots of stuff in here that you'll just need to read through and take a look. There's some national policies now, some provincial policies, and eventually we're actually going to have some COVID training in the same section too that you'll have to go back into this section when it's all completed in the beginning of December and just watch a few videos and make sure that you're up on all the COVID stuff that you probably know, but we always got to check our boxes and make sure it's perfect. Let's go to training orientation stuff. So these are all the training opportunities we have available at the moment. If you're a first-year participant, or if you are a volunteer with us in the past and you haven't had a chance to do a CADS course, directions on how to do it are right here. It does cost $50 to do the course, and what you need to do is decide if you're going to do the ski course or snowboard course from January 8th to 10th or 15th to 17th. Find the appropriate part that you need, and you would just click it, and that will get things started for you. As well as taking the actual CADS course, you need to take 2 overview portions. So one that'll be like a 90-minute Zoom call to give you some good sort of orientation on how a ski lesson works and some terms so that when we're on the hill doing our session, then we can really use that time well to improve your own skiing or snowboarding and then really drill down in how to teach and things that you can do to make it easy for someone to learn how to make the initial turns on a ski or a snowboard. So if you're doing the CADS course, just to refresh, you have to hit 3 different things. You need to pick your course, one of the Zoom overviews, and one of the on-hill overviews, and that way you're fully registered. If you're a returning volunteer, you fly down to the bottom, and we're going to do some returning ski, Zoom, and snowboard calls to just kind of get your brain tweaked up, and then we'll give you a number of sort of challenges that you can hit on your own onto the snow, not keeping us in giant groups, go at your own pace, and try and refresh and get familiar with some new drills and why we're recommending them. Other things that are new this year, thank goodness, you no longer need to go to the BCAS website or to the CADS website to get your annual membership for BCAS. You can do it right here. Click the button and it will sort everything out for you. Last, we've got the preferences down here, and that's just if you ever want to change your user ID or your password. In these boxes, please put a phone number where we can text you, and this way it works with an automated system so that if you have a one-off lesson, like those people we're going to do the drop-ins, you'll get notifications. And if for some reason you and your ski instructor or snowboard instructor partner have forgotten to fill in the log for the students, which if you're not have any idea what I'm talking about, you'll see in your training. But every time someone has a lesson with us, we actually keep notes on this system so that we can go back and other instructors and ourselves can refresh our brains and really keep on an incredible learning path for our students to really help them just accelerate in their abilities to learn. So, with all that being said, I'm going to show you one other cool thing that you may or may not even know about. You'll have a section up here called training. And if I hit training list, it will list all the training opportunities that there are for right here and who they're open to. And if I go back again, whoa, log me out. That's exciting. Why did it log me out? I love when technology works like it does. I can go to the training and event calendar just right there. Sorry about that glitch. And as I roll on, then it'll show me all the stuff that's scheduled. And if I just hover over it, it tells me exactly what it is. And what's really cool about this is in a very short period of time, we're going to have loaded up all of the skimp nights. So those are ski or snowboard improvement nights that are free of charge. Come out and work on your own craft. We're going to have tons of development for people that want to do their level 2 or their level 3 CADs. This thing is going to be chock a block. Almost every night of the week, you'll be able to come up and work on something, hang out, work on your own ski and snowboarding, work more about the CAD system. It's going to be mega awesome. I thank you for all sharing your time with me. I am so grateful that you're all coming back to help as many people as we can learn how to ski and snowboard on our West Coast mountains. And if you need anything or have any other questions, take a look on our website, and you get all my contact details. My name is James. It has been a pleasure chatting with you. Talk to you soon.